In the past couple of videos, I talked about our translation ministry and our church planting effort. In this video, I'm going to be talking about our tent making. So a lot of missionaries, when they don't have steady or stable support, as I don't, I came here when I was 19 and God called me and I'm being obedient, and I'm very capable. I speak Thai, I understand the gospel, I know my way around the scriptures, I'm an adequate preacher and teacher, but I don't have the kind of support that other people who have university degrees or have graduated from seminary have. And so I need to start to raise support, and that's you can find a link in the description to support me monthly. I would rather you support me monthly than one-time donations. One-time donations are acceptable. I love people who want to be a part of what we're doing. If you support me, I will add you to a group on Facebook, try to get connected with you so that every time something happens or I have a need pop up, then I can just send a message in that group, and that way people can stay involved and feel like you are part of what we're doing here, because you are family and we love you. So thank you for everybody who has supported me in the past, and some of you have very generously supported me when I first came here, and that stopped. I don't know why, and it's been on my heart for a long time, like, why, God, why? Maybe it's because it just wasn't quite enough for me to do much. And so instead of depending on the donations of people back home, I decided to start working. But the problem is that when I started to work, donations started to stop. And so I need people to understand that just because I tent make doesn't mean that I don't need support from back home. I just need less. So I do this tent making, working for to support myself and my family and my wife. I work to support us here just to make it stable, and so that I'm not a burden to those back home, and I'm not a burden to people here. That's really, really important, because this building belongs to a church and I pay rent for it. I pay rent, and I'm supporting the church through renting this building, and I'm supporting believers and other people by being here as well. Instead of depending on them to provide for me, I'm providing for them, and I'm being a blessing to them. And so I'm able to do that because I have a job. And more than that is I have a business. I run a after-school program where I teach the kids English, and parents are much, much more eager to develop a relationship with me and to send their kids to study with me now that I'm a teacher as opposed to a missionary. And so that enables me to develop a relationship with the community and a name. So a lot of people know me in this community. They know me by the color of my helmet. They know me by the way that I dress. They know me because I'm the only white guy in this whole province of, like, how many people? 500,000 people that can speak Thai? No, it's more than that. It's like 1,000,000. It's like 1,500,000 people or something like that. So it's a lot of people in this province, and most of them have seen me once or twice, and they remember me. There's not too many foreigners here. So anyway, this having a business and having a name here in this province, and being known for my good quality English class, the fact that I'm able to actually teach English and explain what it means in Thai, as opposed to a lot of the other teachers who come here for a year, don't speak Thai, don't have enough time to speak Thai, and then go home. And so when they explain English, they explain it English in English, and the kids are really lost, honestly. And there's a lot of misconceptions and confusion that happens because of this. And because of a lack of experience, things like phonics and pronunciation are not emphasized. So anyway, having this after-school program has allowed me to really connect with people and have really deep and meaningful conversations from time to time with parents. Also, while they're waiting, they sit in the bakery, which is next door to my classroom, and the bakery is my wife's business, which I helped her start, and it's Western style bread. It's the only place in this whole province that sells, like, sandwiches, like good sandwiches on fresh baked bread. So we have sourdough and rosemary bread and like thyme bread, and she does pizza and she does biscuits and bagels and everything. She's really wonderful, and it's her passion. She went to New York before she met me, and then so she got a passion for that there, and now she's supporting our vision and our goal through that as well. Of course, we're still trying to grow that, but eventually that's going to be a huge support for us as it gets better. We're able to pay the rent, we're able to pay the electric in this building, which is the church that we're planting, because of our tent making ministries that we have running here. So some people, they're not so sure about tent making ministries. They say you spend all your time working. No, that's not true at all. Not true at all. That's totally false. I spend 2 hours teaching English after school 3 days a week. So that's not a lot of time. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and that's it. Okay, Saturday I teach 3 hours. Thursday and Friday I teach 2 hours. It used to be a lot more than that, and in the future it may be more than that, but I can do more than that. That's fine. But the point is that it's not all day long. I have my entire mornings open to doing videos, and which I'm just starting to get into. But I really plan on doing more videos and content like this for YouTube and so on, in order to raise awareness and request support from people who want to get on board with what we're doing. So that's what tent making is. It's completely valid, and it's very important to support us. At the same time, we are still growing our business, and we struggle to make ends meet in this really bad economic period in Thailand. So we still need your support. In fact, $10, $15 is going to help tremendously. Like, please click the link, follow it, and then donate like a set amount of money per month, because even though that's not much for you, that makes a huge difference for us. Because, for example, our rent here for this building is about $300. $300 doesn't sound like a lot. It's a huge building. It's a huge old beautiful brick church building, and it's wonderful. It's got it upstairs, but we don't make that much, so it is what it is. So please support us, and we'll be able to pay the electric, we'll be able to pay the rent on time, and then we'll have some leftover money to build those pews that I've been waiting for a year to actually crank out. I haven't been able to get them. I need them in order to create, and the lighting is really important, and the speakers are really important in order to create a more church atmosphere. And so right now it just seems like a big empty room that's kind of dark. So we need to make some additions to the room. Right now the walls open up, and it's a huge room, and it's ready for a meeting, but we do need to add some things, and it depends on support from guys like you to be able to do that kind of stuff. Also, one thing to consider is the more support I get from back home, the less I have to teach, and the less we're dependent on our tent making, and that does free us up. So thank you, and please follow us and subscribe to us, and God bless you all. And I want to extend an invitation to anybody who is reformed or looking into how they can be a missionary or where to be a missionary. Come do an internship with us. Join us here. Work with us. We have a place for you to sleep. We have a room that's not being used in the evening. You sleep there. It's fine. It's got air conditioning, and come and join us, because we really need that kind of support as well. We need a growing team. We need a team that's able to labor with us and help push this thing forward, because it's got huge potential, but it just seems to be happening slowly. So please jump on board and support us. Thank you guys. Sawadee krap.